Somebody said, you all talk. Somebody just said, you all talk. I appreciate you calling me the GOAT. I appreciate you calling me the GOAT. I appreciate you calling me the GOAT, but let me clarify. In all humility, let me clarify. In all humility, I can't fill Marcus Garvey's shoes. I can't fill Osajifo, Kwame Nkrumah's shoes. I can't fill Thomas Sankara's shoes. I can't fill Dedan Kimathe's shoes. I can't fill Robert Sobukwe's shoes. I can't fill Sekou Touré's shoes. I can't fill His Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I's shoes. I can't fill Menelik II's shoes. I can't fill Nat Turner's shoes. I can't fill Toussaint Louverture's shoes. I can't fill Jean-Jacques Dessalines' shoes. I can't fill Maurice Bishop's shoes. So when you say I'm the GOAT, what you're saying is I'm the GOAT of the 21st century. I'm the GOAT of the 21st century. These first 22 years of this century, hands down, I'm the most effective, the most influential, the most audacious, the most intellectual, the most requested, the sexiest, leading Pan-Africanist, intellectual interview. I'm the GOAT of the 21st century. I will agree with that. I will agree with that. But I would never put myself above my ancestors. I would never put myself above George and Jonathan Jackson. I would never put myself above Medgar, Martin, Malcolm, Huey. I would never do that. I stand on their shoulders. I stand on their shoulders. I stand on their shoulders. So for those who say, all talk, are you aware I've raised the consciousness of more African youth around this planet than anybody this century? Are you aware I've done more to educate Black parents around the world about the dangers of Eurocentric mental health and education? I have revolutionized the way Black parents deal with the mental health and education system around the world. Are you aware I have convinced more Black women to go natural than probably any scholar in history? Don't let me go through the accomplishments, because I am a worker bee. I'm the only institution builder. I'm the only institution builder. I'm the only relevant institution builder in the conscious community right now. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me talking about all talk. I work more than you, your mom, your father, your brothers and sisters. I work more than everybody you know put together. I live this. I live this. Do you have any actual stats of what you've done? I don't, because I don't have a need to prove to anybody what I've done. In the field of psychology, our work is confidential. But if you need me to have parents give you testimonial, I got tens of thousands of parents all over the planet who would tell you what I've done for them and their children. So that's easy. That's light work for me. That's light work for me. But if you think I'm going to waste my time proving what I've done to a Negropean who has done nothing, you are out of your mind. See, I need you to understand me. I want you to understand, overstand, and understand something. I want you to understand, overstand, and understand something. I do not live in the prison of your opinions. I am totally free of what people think about me. I could give a damn what you think about me. I'm a free African. My slave chains is broken. I don't live in the prison of other people's opinion. I have no need to prove nothing. Why do you think I'm the #1 Black scholar in the world? Why do you think I'm the most requested Black scholar in the world? Why am I the most effective Black psychologist in history? I'm going to say it again. I'm the most effective Black psychologist in history. Why am I the #1 Pan-Africanist in the world? Because I'm not concerned about public opinion. I'm concerned about truth. I'm not concerned about public opinion. I am concerned about truth. Let me also say the HVAC is being taken care of, brothers and sisters. The HVAC is being taken care of, brothers and sisters. The HVAC is being taken care of, brothers and sisters. The HVAC is being taken care of, brothers and sisters. The HVAC is in motion. It took us 3 years to find a suitable HVAC tech. It took us 3.5 years to find a suitable HVAC tech. It took us 3.5 years to find a suitable HVAC tech, but we have one now. We have one now. We have one now. The small gym HVAC will be installed. The small school HVAC will be installed. The small gym HVAC will be installed. The small school HVAC will be installed. The small gym HVAC will be installed. And the small school HVAC will be installed before Nat Turner's 220th birthday on October the 2nd of 2022. That's right, brothers and sisters. That's right, brothers and sisters. That's right, brothers and sisters. The liberation of African people must be the guiding purpose of your existence. If the liberation of African people is not the guiding focus of your existence, if the liberation of African people is not the guiding purpose of your existence, don't call yourself a Pan-Africanist. Don't call yourself a Pan-African nationalist. Don't call yourself a revolutionary Pan-African nationalist unless the liberation of African people is the guiding purpose of your life. Let me ask my international Africans a question. Let me ask my Africans in Canada, Caribbean, Central and South America. Let me ask my Africans in Europe, in Asia, in Africa, in Australia. What is the best social media if I want to communicate live with my Africans around the world? Is it Clubhouse? Can Africans in Africa, can Africans in Asia, can Africans in the Caribbean sign up for Clubhouse? Or do I have to do a Twitter space? What is the best way for a live conversation with Africans in the diaspora? I want to thank my international Africans for donating to the Frederick. Thank you, my Kenyan Africans, my Congolese Africans, my Basutu Africans, my Lesotho Africans, my Nigerian Africans. I just got invited to Nigeria. I just got invited to Nigeria, but I don't have a date yet. I just got invited to Nigeria, but I don't have a date for Nigeria yet. Nigeria, I'm coming back for the first time. Nigeria, I'm coming back for the first time. Nigeria, I'm coming back for the first time since 2008. 2008. 2008. Nigeria, I'm coming. I can't wait to go back to Enugu State. I can't wait to hit up Ogun State. I can't wait to go back to Port Harcourt. I can't wait to go to Lagos and get some of that good Nigerian food in Lagos. I'm coming back. The Prince of Pan-Africanism must build a power base on the African continent. How many African youth will stand with me? How many youth on the continent of Africa will stand with King Kong consciousness? I must establish a power base on the African continent to lead the continental youth African revolution. Are you with me? I'm telling you now, my continental Africans. I'm telling you now, my Caribbean Africans, because I need a power base in the Caribbean. I need a power base in the Caribbean. I need to choose a country in the Caribbean to serve as Team Pan-African headquarters. I need to choose a country in the Caribbean to serve as Team Pan-African headquarters. Which country in the Caribbean island is the most progressive Pan-African country? Which country in the Caribbean island is the most progressive Pan-African island? Which country in Africa should be the headquarters for Team Pan-African? Which country in Africa should be the headquarters for Team Pan-African? It is time for the intensification of liberation. It is time for the intensification of liberation. It is time. Which South American country, which Caribbean country, which African country, which African country, which Caribbean country, which South American country should be the headquarters for Team Pan-African? For Team Pan-African. For Team Pan-African. Oh, yes. We about to get it right. Oh, yes. Here's what I want to do. I want to come to Africa in the Caribbean and South America. Listen to me. I want to take 1 year, one full calendar year, and visit as many African countries, Caribbean countries, and South American countries and Central American African communities. 365 days. How many African communities can I touch across the world in 365 days? If you have the snow bunny crisis, you cannot be on Team Pan-African. If you have the snow bunny crisis, you cannot be on Team Pan-African. If you have the snow bunny crisis, you cannot be on Team Pan-African. Brothers and sisters, I'm going to check the donations, but we get as much donations from the diaspora as we get from America. We get as many donations from the diaspora as we get from America. The Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy is the first school in modern African history. The Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy is the first school in modern African history to be purchased by Africans from around the world. I'm not even sure if the most honorable Marcus Garvey schools, I'm not even sure if the most honorable Marcus Garvey schools were funded by Africans from every continent. I'm either the first or the second. FDMG is either the first or the second. And I want to invite my Africans from around the world to come to the festival this Saturday. I want to invite my African donors from the Caribbean and FDMG donors from Europe and FDMG donors from Canada and FDMG donors from South America and FDMG donors from Asia and FDMG donors from across the African continent to come to Wilmington, Delaware this Saturday, September the 10th. Alexander Crummell, full moon in Pisces. Full moon in Pisces. First school ever purchased by Africans from every continent and probably every country. Probably every country. Probably every country, brothers and sisters. So I just wanted to come on here today and say that I believe on Saturday, September the 10th, the universe will shift in the favor. This full moon in Pisces, the sign of water, of Olokun, of imagination, of psychic power, of ancestral connectivity, I believe this Saturday, the universe is going to shift in the direction of African liberation and FDMG renovation completion. I believe it. You're not going to tell me it's a coincidence that our second festival is on the anniversary date of so many hard-fought victories for African people. It's on the anniversary date of one of the greatest Pan-Africanist educators of all time, Alexander Crummell, who was the first Black to graduate from Cambridge University in the United Kingdom. For all my United Kingdom Africans, make sure you visit the house where Alexander Crummell lived when he went to Cambridge University. He's the first African from America to graduate from Cambridge University in the UK. What are my thoughts on him? I don't have any thoughts. If he's serving the interests of African people, I support him. And if he's not serving the interests of African people, I ignore him. That's it. It's all about liberation for me. It's nothing personal. I don't do personal. I do business. You are either about the business of African liberation. You are either about the business of African liberation, or you are not. You are either about the business of African liberation, or you are not.